Hello, everyone. Today is Thursday, and here we have another wonderful interview for you. And thank you for joining us today. Um, I just want to go over a couple of housekeeping tips. If you're joining us live today, in the comments down below, put hashtag live, or if it's the replay that you're watching, hashtag replay, and do tell us where you're coming from, because I love to know where you're coming in from. We're multinational, we're global these days. I'm coming in from Mexico. My guest today is coming in from the USA, and we will find out where in the USA in a minute. Also, one very important thing, we are with StreamYard today, so above this video, or perhaps it's below, you will see a strip that says StreamYard. You please click on that. When you click on that, it gives StreamYard the permission to use your name. So if you want to interact with us or make a comment, then we know who you are. Because if you don't do that, you will come across as a Facebook user, and we won't know with whom we are interacting. So we do want this to be an interactive situation, interview. Also, if you just want to react, then send us some hearts, because we love hearts, and it helps with the algorithm. So I understand. Okay, so my guest today is not new to us. Actually, I've interviewed her before, and we met 2 years ago. We have the same coach, Maya Kumarota. That's where we met. And so, you know what? I'm just going to bring in Magda. Say hello to Magda, please. Magda, how are you today?
Hello, Lucy. Hello, everyone. I'm doing fantastic, and thank you for having me here again.
Oh,
How are
great.
you, how are you doing?
Well, thank you very much. You know that we are going to be talking today about your masterclass that is happening in June. And so, but before I do that, let's give our audience a little bit of background about you. For example, you and I met about 2 years ago. We were both in many of Maya's classes, Maya's programs. So, can you tell me uh, what it is that you kind of do with, when it comes to food allergies and sensitivities? I know that you're a coach, and you're a nutritional coach, and you're a health coach, but before we get into that, can you tell me why you joined the Launch Lab Academy and when
Um,
you did that? Because we then became really good friends.
that's a journey, right? So I joined the Launch Lab in May 2022. Oh my
Wow.
God, times flies so fast. But I was juggling at the same time multiple courses, multiple programs, and I am recovering perfectionist and overachiever.
Uh-huh.
So I always thought I can be superhuman and I can do it all. But I was struggling back then
Hmm.
also with my health issue. I was like severely iron deficient.
Okay.
So side effect of that's nothing stick to your head. You have serious short memory problem. So I couldn't deliver it, and I didn't deliver. But I never give up. I never give up because my passion and heart to help other people is stronger than my
Right.
weaknesses. So I put this on the pause. But since I have amazing training and I am not a marketer, absolutely not. So I jump back to your program this year because you are the only people who hold my hand through all the program. Not that I don't need to figure out on my own. If I have a doubt, I reach to one of the coaches and I always get the answer. And you keep me in the structure, what is very important because
Right.
my mind like to go everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my dog.
That's
Oh,
okay.
there's something.
This is live, so he's welcome to let him bark. It's like, Mom, just know that I'm here.
Someone is at door probably.
Oh, someone. Okay, so do you have to go to the door? We can pause for a
No,
second.
no, no.
Okay, so you were taking a lot of courses at the time. And one of the things that we say, one of our mottos is stop taking courses and start launching, because you can take courses forever and think that you're getting somewhere, but you're really not moving forward, right? So tell me a little bit about how this program was different from any others that you were taking. I mean,
Um,
you did mention that we held your hand, but would you say the structure, the framework that we gave you, that you were able to follow and got a lot of help with that?
Structure is a one thing, the perfect framework, what I can do. I never did slides before.
Yep.
And you provide for me the slides step by step. So I didn't need to figure out on my own or correct it. It was hard for me to stay on the track. I like to improve things. I like to reinvent the wheel. So, but I stuck with that and I did slide by slide, like you told me. And that was one thing what helps me a lot. The other thing was, even if I was proud of myself that I did something and I was, yeah, I got it. And then I, returned it to you guys. I was like, no, 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 no. You need to improve it. This is not right. You cannot do that. And I trust you completely because, like I said, I am health coach, not the marketer. So I need to trust people who did it and who do it for a living.
Right.
Because our understanding, like regular people who are not marketer, are absolutely different. That when you are in that, you know what's going on. This is your training. So
Right.
I trusted you, and that's what helps me a lot.
Right. And it's interesting because you had done a 3-day challenge before you had followed the framework and the structure. And it was kind of, neither here nor there. And then after the structure, you had another 3-day challenge that was totally different. Can you tell us the difference between those two?
Absolutely. So my first challenge was also 3 days and was basically the same framework, but it was only talking points. I didn't have visuals, I didn't have an offer, and I was extremely nervous. I wasn't, besides what I have my knowledge, I didn't know how to deliver it.
Right.
So I have zero people showing up. That was only my friend and another just popping here and there. And basically, it was like I was talking to the wall. And my second time, oh my God, there was such a difference. Every single day, I have between 13 to 15 people
Wow.
engaged and staying there, which is a really big deal because I know other people have zero people and
Right.
it's going over and over again. Even the people who looks very successful on the social media, reality that doesn't confirm that.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me personally, there was big self-esteem booster, and the proof whatever you guys doing is the right thing to be in that.
Right. So basically, working with a framework, a structure, a daily support, being able to go to a Q&A every day, getting your answers, all of that was very supportive and very helpful to you to accomplish what you are now doing next, which is your master class, which is coming up at the beginning of next month, right? So can you let's talk about this masterclass because I'm so excited for you. You've done the 3-day challenge. You've been able to get people, on your challenge. They've been with you. They've been engaging. They know who you are. You have established yourself as a person your reputation is known now. Can you give us a sneak peek into what participants can expect in this upcoming masterclass?
Absolutely. So anyone who sign up can learn number one secret why they feeling tired,
Mm-hmm.
and to little bit secret why that has something to do energy with the food sensitivity.
Mm-hmm.
Because most people think when they tired that they didn't sleep good, they are overwhelmed or something, but no one connects it with the food we consume.
Right.
But you know you will not put a diesel to gasoline car. It will die very soon.
Right.
Thanks God our body is perfect machine and is more forgiving.
Right.
But the food what we eating affects our energy. You should feel energized after eating your dinner, not, sluggish and tired and like in food coma. So I will teach you guys how to look for the food sensitivity on common but not recognized food sensitivity symptoms. So then you can connect the dots. And trust me, we starting our health, most of people start addressing their health in the middle or on the top, never from the bottom. Like
Mm.
you will never stop building the house starting from the roof. That's why I'm starting from the beginning, from ground zero. And it will be, how to recognize your food sensitivities and how the food affect your body.
You know, it's so true. So many people don't even think about that, but yet we hear you are what you eat. I mean, I've heard that over and over again, but
No,
people
no,
don't.
no, no. We're not what we eat. We are what our body can do with what we eat.
Ah, okay. Thank you for that clarification.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And you're right. I've read over and over that if you have a meal, you should feel energized, not like slumping like you want to go to bed. So, so there are food. I know I have food sensitivities, and so what inspired you to create this masterclass? Focusing on thriving with food sensitivities. I mean, did you have to go through that? Did you have the problem?
Everyone has this problem in Western civilization. It's not just, me, yours, everyone. It's just the people awareness
Uh-huh.
uh, of it, and no one is aware of it. And I see Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. She's saying about gluten and dairy, and most people will say, "Yeah, I hear about gluten," but no one knows what gluten is truly
Right.
about dairy. But there is many, many more stuff what can people be sensitive to it. Unfortunately, people just recognize like bloating or bowel movement problem. There is more to that. But I'm getting a little bit off track. So going back, what get me into it? I want people to thrive in life. There is no need to be sick. But we lost the connection with our body, with our mind and spirit. So my mission is to teach people from the beginning
Hmm.
so they connect with the body again. I could send them, for expensive tests, but that will not teach them anything.
Right.
So my method is to, go to them through that journey. So they will connect with body again and they will know next time, oh, I have headache because maybe I ate something what it doesn't, align with me.
We tend never think
So,
about
and I
it.
want to empower these people. The next time they go to the doctor and doctor prescribe them something, said, no, 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 let me try something different. I know my body better than you after 5 minutes speaking to me.
Wow. That's really interesting. Why did you ever get into this in the first place? I mean, this is you would think that this is common sense and basic, but it isn't. I mean,
Absolutely, it is.
because in the United States, at least I know, because I lived there for 35 years. I mean, junk food is permanent. That's what people eat most of the time. Even I like junk food every once in a while, and I kind of suffer. Actually, to tell I just, without revealing all the secrets, could you share a key principle or a strategy that you're going to be covering in the master class? Because I don't want to give everything away.
So what I will be covering in a masterclass, we will assess and I give you a tool from the beginning. The first things what I doing, working one-on-one with my clients,
Okay.
going back to the basis, and I will teach you how to do that, how to recognize your food sensitivity. So
Mhm.
you will never need to guessing when you go eat out or you cook your meal to choose the right ingredients, what is good for you. But there is not one size fit all formula. Everyone is unique.
Yeah.
That's why everyone need to do this individually and just report, look what their body is telling, and that what we will be doing for
So
over an hour. I
yeah.
will just teach what are the symptoms, how to recognize them, and I give you formula how to do that.
Oh, wonderful. So you really do believe that this class can really help individuals with food sensitivities to transform their lives? I mean,
Getting back to the journey, getting back to health is a journey.
Yeah.
So I cannot promise anyone just after 1 hour
Right.
they will be healed or something like that.
Hmm.
But there's this first step to
Hmm.
learn how to fuel your body, not destroy your body. So I'm absolutely stand by that, and exactly what I use for myself. This is what exactly I'm using for my clients.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what I was taught, and I'm using principle of functional medicines, and everyone probably knows like at least Mark Hyman, because we go
Yeah.
through the same coaches, the same mentors. So I think every one of you hear about Mark Hyman. So
Yes.
this is what is functional medicine.
Right, exactly. So we have Patty who has just joined us. Patty says
Hi,
Magda Sommer
Patty.
is amazing and she knows her stuff. And Elizabeth, thank you for being here. Elizabeth, thank you for being with us here with us. Patty also, Elizabeth agrees, fuel and not destroy. That's awesome. So absolutely. So it's really interesting. So what do you, can I ask you kind of what sets this master class apart from other programs, or resources that are available for people with sensitivities? Why you? I-
Because I'm going straight to the point, and I'm giving, even, of course, I will be selling my course. We all do this. That's not a secret. So, but I will give you the tools so you can do this without me if you
Mhm.
want, if this is your choice. But it's always, to good to have someone hold your hand like you're doing the Launch Lab.
Right.
Because even today, I was attending some free webinar, and it was waste of time. There was nothing I can implement from it.
Wow.
I value your time like I value my time. So if you sign up, I guarantee you will get the tools so you can implement on your own.
That was going to be my next question, Magda. How will participants be able to implement what they learn in your masterclass into their daily lives? I mean, are they going to walk away with a PDF file? Are they going to, I mean, without giving it all away?
Yes, I will provide some tools so
Hmm.
they can track what they're doing.
Okay.
And there will be, the master class will be packed with information, so they will know exactly what to avoid, for how long, and how to introduce it back and find out how their body react to it.
Right. So Patty says she's going to nurture you with tough love too.
That's me.
I know you're not. Yeah, what is it you say? I'm not a bluff. I'm no bluff. Yeah, I think you say that all
Not
the time. It's
enough.
so cute. And they will have to own their truth and take action. So Patty said she knows you. I think Patty knows you well. Will there be some interactive elements or practical exercises during this masterclass for people to do, or is it just you're going to impart the knowledge and people are going to take notes and hopefully follow, use the tools that you're going to give them to implement, uh, the
Mhm.
structure there.
So there is two options.
Mhm.
There is one version I will be streaming to my Facebook group, which is Reset Wellness Journey.
Okay.
There is a free option, and the other option, which is absolutely irresistible, you just buy me a coffee for $7. Actually, Starbucks is probably around six, and you will have access to the Zoom room where after the session, when I stop streaming to the
Hmm.
Facebook, I will answer all your questions. There will be Q&A on the end, and also I will provide those freebies.
Oh, wonderful. So there will be a kind of a what we call a VIP upgrade. And so people will be able to access you individually with questions and answers and some of your freebies, right? Is that what
That's
I'm
right.
understanding? Wow. Can you can you share one surprising or one game changing concept that participants, yeah, will uncover in your upcoming masterclass? Just,
Um,
you know,
One concept, it's hard to choose. I can tell you what will be one of the freebie.
okay.
That will be PDF, exactly with this like food introduction tracker, which is very crucial when you're introducing back the food. When you start, that I will be telling you too much. So,
Okay,
but there
so
will
for
be food
food,
introduction tracker, which is which is really tool created for the doctors by Institute of Functional Medicine, and a lot of people doesn't give it.
Right. So it's a food tractor. So what
Food
you eat?
reintroducing tracker.
Okay.
There is a special formula when you discovering your food sensitivities, and
Okay.
you need to track it. You need to write it down. Otherwise, it's still guessing.
Yeah. Because you think you do, but you don't. And yeah, very often I heard people say, "Oh, I eat healthily." It's not. And I want to tell you something. I just came back from 4 days in Texas. I I know there's somebody here from Texas because there's a Facebook user, but let me tell you that I was a guest at somebody's house, and of course I never said that I was gluten free and dairy free, and so not wanting to not eat the food, I came back with a bloated stomach. That I ended up having. I go to the hospital. I didn't know what was wrong with me, and I had forgotten. I had forgotten that I was gluten free. You forget. If you're at home, it's easy because you have your own diet. But the minute you step away, it is so difficult to carry on your lifestyle and your eating style and be careful with the food sensitivities, especially when you're invited to somebody's home. How do you get around those things?
That I don't think we have all the time for me to talk about that.
Yeah.
But usually, the food is contaminated with gluten everywhere, even if in the restaurants. So
Hmm.
you really need to be careful. So never order anything with the dressing. Always, bring gluten container with you. Can be, apple cider vinegar with olive oil and spices.
Right.
Have it. Maybe it feels weird on the beginning, but you're taking care of your health. And
Right.
when you're going to the guest's house, and it was impossible in your situation, bring your own dish if you are,
Yeah.
really as a gift to be sure you're eating what you're supposed to eat.
Right.
So there is some tips to going around, but I teach people how to get over, around this because sometimes it's rude to, tell people I cannot eat that. Some people do not understand that.
Right. They don't.
So, sometimes you need to stay safe and just stick to meat if you eat meat or to piece of fruit, and try to not even close to the dishes when have bread or something next to it.
Well, well, you're right, but I just want to say, Patty said you were in Texas and didn't tell me, and then Patty says I'm horrible at tracking. So what are you going to say to somebody that is horrible at tracking, and yet it's very important in this situation that they do that, because how else are they going to know? You know.
So a lot of people have a lot of excuses, sorry, Patty, but true is like we need to develop new habits. And
Hmm.
if when I'm doing with my clients one-on-one, I always start why they doing that, because majority of people when they are put on any, I don't want to use diet word, it's like die nutrition plan, they look like this is some loss,
Yeah.
like they're losing something. I reverse this mindset. No, you're gaining the life, you're gaining the energy, and we're looking how your life will look like when you don't do anything, and how your life will look like when you will be energized, vital. What's is your health conditions right now stopping you from living the life you desire?
Right.
If yes, there is something to change. So you look at this like a gain, not like a loss. And it was like, what the go back to tracking. It's a habit. It's a habit like, doing morning meditation. It's like
Brushing your
habit like
teeth.
breathing. It's a habit and it takes time to create the new neural connection. So
Hmm.
in the beginning, everything is hard until it become easy.
Right. You're right. Right. Are there any common misconceptions about thriving with food sensitivities that you're aiming to kind of debunk in this masterclass? I know that the masterclass you can do just so much. There's just not going to be able to do everything, but
I don't think I could address this in masterclass. But biggest misconception is that you need to withdraw all the food from rest of your life.
Ah, okay.
If you heal your digestive system, if you heal your gut, you can start slowly introducing those food back. But that will be not after 1 week, that will be not after like 3 weeks. It's a journey. But
Mhm.
yes, it's possible unless you have celiac disease or something like that.
Yeah.
There is little bit different. But even with gluten, the gluten nut is the issue, like the modern gluten when it's genetically modified and a lot of pesticides. Those ancient grains which I use in baking my own bread,
Hmm.
and I'm making my own flour, not everyone is doing that,
Right.
but I have zero side effects. But yesterday I have pizza, and I pay today for the huge headache. I have huge
Wow.
headache in the morning.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, so we think, oh, I'll let it, just today. I'll just do it, and I'll just, one
We
day,
are humans.
one day won't matter. But I 4 days after being there, and it was like, I just wanted to be a nice guest, and whatever they wanted to do, I went, and we went. I live in Mexico. We do have wonderful food in Mexico, and they took me to some Mexican restaurants, not because of me, because of the restaurants that they love, but everything was filled with cheese, and everything was like, it's like, what could I do? I eat some bread, a lot. So, and the bread was filled with gluten.
Well,
Anyway,
this is Lucy, like there is part of healing where you need to stick really to new nutrition plan.
mm-hmm,
You need to be really almost religious. But there is a time when you heal yourself, you can be a little bit looser time to time. It will not kill you. The food shouldn't be a struggle. It should
right,
be something you enjoy.
for
So
sure.
we need to just learn new habits, new way of living, and
Right,
choices always to the people. You
right.
choose how you want to live, how your life will look like, energized or just sluggish.
Yeah.
You
So,
will miss a lot.
actually, in this master class, you're hoping to give a glimpse of the potential long-term benefits, right? Of implementing the strategies that you're going to teach in this master class, right?
Yes, I believe that with shadow of the doubt that if you start from the beginning, from the bottom, from the and build strong foundation, you will know how to eat now and on. Without knowing what is really harming you,
Yeah.
it's just guessing. All you need to do eliminate those stuff on the beginnings. You will not put the lotion on the dirty body. So
Right.
why to get take supplements and everything when you don't change the way how you eat? You need to know what caused the harm to your home, to your body. As
Yeah.
simple as
It's right. And so Elizabeth says, yes, the foundation is the place to start. There's more than just gluten and dairy. She's absolutely right. Okay. And now, Magda, are there any, you did mention that you were going to have some exclusive bonuses for those who upgrade to the VIP, and perhaps some resources that the participants will receive as part of the master class. Anything, if somebody perhaps can't make the class, or will there be anything for them, any kind of little gift for them?
so there will be two options. The class will be available for a few days for free in my group,
Okay.
and people who wants to keep recording, for the lifetime, I am just asking for $7 for my coffee. I need my fix. Actually, I really need my fix.
So down below in the tickler, I say, if you want to register, go to facebook.com/Magda dot Summer, right? And in the comment below after this interview, I'm going to put the link that people can click on to join the event, which is the master. So could you tell us a little bit about the time, the date, and yeah, and what you kind of hope to accomplish in this 1 hour?
So the date is June 8th, is Thursday at noon Eastern time.
Okay.
So it's 12 p.m. Eastern Time, June 8th. And what I want to accomplish, I want to people give a hope and that they can fix their health on issue on their own at home.
Okay.
They
So,
don't need to, but there is no need to pay for expensive tests. This is easy way, but it's expensive way,
right,
and they don't teach them anything. But when they do, they will do what I told them to do. They will discover on their own, what they supposed to eat, should they avoid. And this is really empowering because most people have no idea. And most people go to the doctors, and if they have rashes, they will get the hydrocortisone cream to put on these rashes, and they will disappear. But it
right,
will come back if they will keep continue what they will continue. And also, if you do not fix your food sensitivity, if you not heal your guts, you are asking for serious problems like autoimmune diseases, cancer, and many, many more. So
right.
it's always
So,
comes to like how you want your life looks like.
right, exactly. So, you want to help people live a better, more a vibrant, joyful life by changing their diet, by knowing what what is pleasing to the gut and what is not pleasing to the gut. Because so many people live on Pepsid, and so many people live on Tums. I had an uncle that all he ate of his whole life was Tums, you know, and I think he probably died from that. I don't know. So,
Actually, you're right because this is not this part of this webinar or masterclass. This is part of my 3-day challenge. Will be later on the summertime. It's the misconception about heartburn, stomach acidity. Most people have not enough stomach acid, not opposite. We're just masking the symptoms with this,
right,
pills, and it's getting worse and worse, and it may lead to cancer too. It's
right.
really misconception. And ask yourself the questions based on what doctor give you antacids. They're not running any test on you.
No, they're not. They're just telling you. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's exactly what my doctor says. Oh, you have, whatever, and then she
But
wanted to give
one
me
more
a pill.
thing, what I think is very important, Lucy, everyone said, "Oh, my grandma lived so many years. I know that person lived 90 years." But what quality of life they have?
Yeah,
It's not about lifespan. It's about quality of life.
right, right. Okay, well, great. You've come a long way. I've seen you do your 3-day challenge. Now you're doing a master class. And then I also heard you say that there's going to be a 3-day challenge. You just slipped that out. And
Yes,
so I just love the way that, that you have created a system with the help of the Launch Lab. So I just, you're at a point now, Magda, that you're going to be soon automating some of some of your events, and so are you looking to do that with Launch Lab?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. There is not. I think we spoke about this before, but I will keep saying that, without you guys, I will be not here at that moment. I will still trying to figure out how get my knowledge up to the people to help them.
Right, right. So thanks to our Launch Lab event strategy, you've been able to attract, nurture, and even convert some clients. So, and then when we talk about automation, we're talking about doing opt-in page for you, landing page for you, upsell pages for you, email follow up. That's all very exciting. I mean, that's moving ahead, and it's
That's not even that, Lucy. This is more. You find true friends in the
mhm.
lunch club. You find true connection, and this is like family. This is more important than just technical stuff.
Right. And Patty says, yes, the team is amazing.
Yes,
So thank you, Patty. She, of course, is part of the team. And so thank you, Magda. It's so wonderful. I want to repeat again that Magda's class, master class, is going to be on June 8th at noon time, Eastern ET time is what I call it. I call it New York time
New York time.
and New York time. And below, after this interview, I will put the link where you can join. and learn how to thrive in this life without without having to worry about food sensitivities. Any last words, Magda, for our audience?
Mm, please take your health in your own hands.
Mhm.
Don't, trust any strangers. You need to learn what your body, your home is telling you, what is signaling you. Trust me, your headache is not there because you're lacking painkillers. There
Right,
is different reason for it.
right.
So take your health in your hands, and you have perfect opportunity. You will not regret it. Sign up today before it's too late. And also, if you're still struggling to get your word out there, sign up for the Launch Lab, and you'll find not just great coaches, you find the friends.
Oh, you are so sweet. I just want to then make a last call for, if you want to if you want to go ahead and join our group, then there's the information below, and I'll put that in the comment also. But so thank you very much for those kind words, and I'm looking forward to your masterclass and to your future coaching, because I know that you will impact a lot of people's lives. So thank you, Magda, for today.
Thank you so much, Lucy, for having me again. It was a pleasure, like always, and fun. I'm loving that.
Thank
And
you.
thank you, everyone, for watching.
And thank you, everybody, for being with us today. And I'll see you next week for a wonderful, new, other, very inspirational. That's what we have. That's what we do on Thursday. Okay, so I'll see you next Thursday. Bye for now.
Bye.